Hi, my name is Tim Brown, and I'm extremely excited to be sharing with you. This is going to be the first interior page of your visual design process for web design, and let's get to it. So what I like to do a lot of times is in Illustrator here, I'll just go File, Document Setup, Edit Artboards, and I use the option and then click and drag to duplicate the artboard and all of its contents. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the general structure of the home page, but we're going to delete a bunch of stuff just to kind of make room. You know, I'm going to use some of this, so I'm going to delete what I want, which I want to delete all this because that's going away. So let's just start deleting stuff and take a look at what we got. Getting rid of these, and what we're going to do is essentially put a title up here instead of this, big billboard section, just the title. So it's going to simplify up here. And what I might do is delete more than I need to right now. I can always grab it from that other artboard. So let's say we go with the About page. About Us. Common convention these days is just to have some kind of header image. It could be the same one, it could be a little different, and a centered title. Maybe my first section is going to use this gray, and then maybe my second section will use the blue that I have on the third section on the home page. So if I pull this section up with all of its contents to kind of be a further content section, on the interior page, the About page, and then maybe it's a shorter page so it doesn't have like this long scrolling thing. And what I'm going to include as part of the footer is this whole call to action. It looks like we lost a little something in deleting process there, but I'll add that back. And let's say we use all of this, selecting it all and then dragging here. And I'm going to go to File, Document Setup, and Edit Artboards, and get this to the right size. And we've got the basic structure here for another inner page. I might add one of these bad boys to the page, and I'm going to make it a third page, and let's say we want to use that to, let's pretend this was the CEO. So we put the a headshot right there, kind of using the same conventions as the home page when it was handling a headshot, even though it's a different kind of headshot in this case, or a different person. It would normally be a different person. So CEO Michael Waters. I don't know, generic name. And then let's pretend there's a little bit more content here about Michael Waters. So I'm going to just copy and paste a little bit more Lorem Ipsum in there. Give some perspective on what kind of content. I use paragraph and turn off the hyphenate when I'm designing a lot of times because I feel like the hyphenation makes it look a little cheap. And then we have got to put in some content here. Maybe we actually alternate this to this image in the second section to the right, because we have that headshot on the left, right? So you can see how that might break up the page a little better. Just gonna add the button text back here that we lost in the copy paste. So we've got this going here. We've got what we might need. Let's say we've got this white box with the shadow convention that we created in one of the earlier tutorials. And now what we need is something else that draws visual interest here. And we don't want to reinvent the wheel per se, but we do want to add something there that keeps people kind of interested in this company. And a lot of times a good visual convention might be some kind of icon. I'm just going to approximate the idea of an icon for a second. Some kind of icon, and then, you know, like what it pertains to, or a number and a stat, something that kind of calls out the high level interesting elements. I'm using the vertical align top and then the horizontal distribute tool to give us some idea about how this might space. And then let's say we have numbers there, right? So let's say we have a number, you know, 21. What text conventions do we already have? We have that blue one, so I'm going to copy that one. 21 employees, maybe 313 successful projects. You know, we're kind of coming up with some high-level numbers to demonstrate the company and what they do, and you know how much success they've had and so forth. 19 5-star Google reviews or something. So you can kind of see how that would play out here. I did this in a practice one down here, so to save a little bit of you know, your time on watching this video, I'm going to grab this and kind of to showcase what this might look like. We've got numbers and icons. In this case, I was using the Font Awesome icons, but you could use whatever you want, whatever kind of icons you want to use. So you see that there's the number, you know, what it pertains to. We're getting a little bit of a high level of what this company does, why what they do is successful for their clients, if they're, you know, B2B, so on and so forth. And then maybe we have a little bit more text here giving context. And it's beautiful. And then, hey, maybe we want to break up this section a little bit more with the CEO, so that there's a little line here. Maybe it's not that blue, that dark blue. Maybe we have a light gray convention. So really, the key here with these visual, the inner pages, is the fact that there's a bit of continuity between inner pages. That means you want to spend the time, probably more time than I did in this tutorial, but you'll want to spend the time to create tasteful visual design conventions and then utilize those over and over again. So let's say, you know, sometimes I'll spend 2 or 3 hours on one block where I create the typographic conventions, let's say headline, subheadline, text, what a link looks like, some of the key elements that are going to be used over and over and over again. And then now you have them. So we're very intentional on the front end, and then you want to use those over and over and over again throughout the design. Maybe you have 3, 4, 5 main conventions that you're using all the time in that design. It's a great way to be efficient with your design process, and it also helps keep consistency and continuity throughout the design. Anyways, thank you for watching this, and I look forward to talking with you the next tutorial about how to create a landing page design that converts. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video about creating contact forms and contact form pages that convert. Thanks.